Start recording. Stop recording button.
Hi guys, it is me, Angelique, and I'm back for my first official video because the first one was my introduction and that didn't really count. I am going to do a video on, sorry I got sidetracked, a tutorial on how to use Trivia Crack, which is a game and it's an app available on both Apple and Android, but I'm going to describe how to use it with voiceover. So yay, that will be fun. Let's see. This is actually my second take on this video. Also, if I didn't explain it in the first video, which I'm pretty sure I didn't because I forgot, I am visually impaired, so the camera is a little, it's kind of just because I don't really want to show my face really, and also because I'm just straight up horrible at it, because I am visually impaired, so that is why. So let us begin. I'm assuming you already have the app if you are here. Let's see. Okay, so when you
Hangouts.
open
Now.
the
Social success
app,
fun. Stop recording button.
you're going to, sorry, let me just turn
Hangouts.
my
Now.
speech
Social
off.
Stop recording button. Speech off.
There we go. We don't need to hear all that extra stuff. So when you first open the app, you will hear music. So let's see. This is exactly what you'll be hearing. Okay, so if you're new to the app, Trivia Crack will automatically create a username using your Facebook or Gmail or whatever Trivia Crack feels like naming you. It could be like my mother's username, which is basically long enough to be the perfect Wi-Fi password. That's my joke on that. When you first open the app, you're gonna get like this button thing, and you just swipe right until it says skip tutorial to avoid that, because I am here to give you the simpler way of things. And also, I don't even think their actual tutorial is really accessible with voiceover to begin with. So then you're gonna find access to this dim thing, and then you just swipe left until it says close. Just like that. Okay, I have more things available in my menu because I've played the game before, but what I'm going to explain now is how to change your username if you don't like it and password, and also if you're visually impaired / blind, how to turn off questions with images. So you're gonna go to where it says menu. So more than likely you're gonna have to swipe left when you're done, or you can just keep swiping left. So then you're gonna swipe to where it says settings. Okay, that didn't go. As great as I wanted. And I apologize for the background noise, everyone. Kinda hard to get an area where there isn't so much background noise. Here we go. So the first thing you're gonna see in settings is account. That's where you could go to change your username and password. And that's usually fun. I actually changed mine because I didn't like the fact that it had my first and last name because of my Gmail. By the way, like I mentioned before, this links with your Facebook account as well. After
Sound. Switch button. On.
You got
Music. Switch button. Vibration. Switch button.
sound, music, vibration, all of this is on. In chat,
Chat. Switch
you
button.
can turn all of these settings off if you wish.
Newsletter. Switch button. Questions with images. Switch button. Newsletter. Switch button. On. Questions with images. Switch button. Off.
So then you're going to find this thing that says questions with images, which is after newsletter. That setting is off for me because, like I said, I cannot see. If you want it on, then you can choose to leave it on, but I recommend if you can't see to turn that off because you will lose without even wanting to. And the game can get pretty intense, so let me tell you.
Account. Set back. Back button. Back,
So,
back button. Pen and shape Bayfront dog treats. Link button.
okay, so then now we're back into the menu after you click back and you did whatever you wanted to do with your settings.
Pet tap button. Button.
Pet tap. You can actually get a pet, take care of it, feed it every 12 hours or so. Well, don't try to feed it at random times and then lose track of it, because then at one point you'll probably get a notification at 3 a.m. or something saying that you have to feed your pet. Most of the time it's a hamster. Other times, if you're lucky, you can get a different pet. You can actually name your pet whatever you want, so that's nice, and you feed it cookies. Next is play. There's different ways that, like, different versions of the game that you can play. There's the classic mode, which is what I'm going to be going over with you. There's survival mode, which I suck at. There's Trivia-thon, trivia topics, and I believe treasure mine. Just, if you want a tutorial on any of the extra games that come within this app, and just comment on this video and maybe subscribe if you haven't already for more, and I may do that in the future. The next thing is invite a friend, send a link.
Invite a friend, send link.
So literally it's what it sounds like. If you don't know your friend's username, or they don't know yours, and you don't want to go through the process, because if you have a username like my mother's, that's like a Wi-Fi password, like I mentioned, you just click on this and you can share it with whomever you want, WhatsApp, Messenger, messages, whatever, so that they can start a game with you. Okay, so then after that, it's going to show your games, like who you play with or whatever. So we're going to go ahead and play one so I can explain to you how certain things go. But before I do that, I want to explain power-ups, since I kind of ran out of power-ups and I haven't played enough to gain more. Oh gosh, it's a funny thing, isn't it? So yeah. So what's going to happen is, when you get a question, you just swipe right until you hear power-ups. Don't click on that. I used to think you had to click on that, but you don't. You just swipe past that, and voiceover is just going to label it as button 3 times in a row. 3 different buttons. The first button is basically the first power-up, and that limits 2 of your options. So you only have a 50-50 chance of getting it right. Second button gives you 2 chances at answering the question. And the third one gives you an automatic correct answer. I advise you to utilize that third one, because you'll run out of that power up before you run out of the rest, and that's for certain, especially if you consistently use it. They all make different sounds, so you'll get adjusted to them the more you use them, because I know it sounds confusing since I can't actually demonstrate it, since I'm so smart and I ran out of power ups. So hopefully the rest of this is simple enough. And I just realized what weird angle my body was on. Okay. So we're playing someone here. Okay, so you're going to swipe right until you find spin, or you can use the bottom middle of the screen. That is my best way of describing that. And that's the lovely sound the spinner makes. There's 6 categories in Trivia Crack, by the way, and this one is geography. Oh my goodness, how ironic. The first time I recorded this, I actually got geography too.
button.
Let's see.
Which of these countries' capitals is Havana? X1, Chile, button. Venezuela, Colombia, button. Cuba, button.
What will it be?
Selected, Cuba, correct.
Yay. By the way, you only have 20 seconds to answer these questions, and that ticking drives me nuts.
Share question.
So after you click the correct answer,
20 boring, but fun. Continue.
swipe right till it says continue.
Mobile data.
And looks like my internet's being
Mobile data. 7:46 p.m.
pretty horrid right now.
Speech on. Stop recording button.
Okay. As long as I'm still recording, that's great. Let's wait for the Wi-Fi. Okay, there we go.
34D6B7 3100. Continue. Fun. Button. Continue. Button. Continue. Kilosils. Button. Spin. Button.
Spin.
Stop. Spin.
All right. So now this is a beautiful sound. So this lets you know that you can get a crown or challenge your opponent. Now, with this, what happens is the goal of the game is for you to get all 6 crowns in order for you to win. And by crowns, I mean characters.
You can play for a character or challenge your opponent.
So I'm going to play for a character this time, just so I can demonstrate.
Crown. Button.
So you click on crown.
Art. Button. Play. Art. Enter. Science. Sports. Button. Geography. Sports. Button. Geog. Choose the character. Adverts. Choose the geog. Sport. Science. Button.
This is so ironic. This game looks exactly like the one I was playing before, except this is a different person. Okay, so I'm going to go for science this time.
Art. Play. Play. Button.
Click play after you select the one that you want.
What does it mean for a species to be endemic to a region? It has been introduced to that region. Button. It is native to that region. Button. It is restricted to that region. It is rare in that region. Button. It is restricted. It is native to that region. Button. Selected.
And I got it wrong.
Incorrect.
So you get to see what
It is restricted
happens.
to that region. What does it mean? You got lucky. This will be your
So
next question.
there's this
Continue playing.
thing where you could get an easier question if you ran out of power-ups or you just want to continue playing and you watch an ad. So you click on where it says free.
Which free? Button. 15.
Luckily for me, it's one of these ads you can easily close. Sometimes they're a pain in the neck and you can't really close them when you want to. And that is frustrating. So, yay. Okay. So, you click on where it says -0
Progress.
and
Close out.
close ad after that. So you gotta swipe right and then swipe left again after you click on -0. It's annoying, but it's dumb and really dumb, but that's just how it goes, unfortunately. And you get an easy question.
For a species to be endemic to a region, which one of these animals is nocturnal? X1, owl, but dog, chicken, but horse, button, chicken, dog, owl, button, selected, owl,
Piece of cake. And I click on continue.
continue, button, kilosils, spin, button, spin, stop, spin,
But honestly, if you click on boring or fun as well, just because, it'll still continue. So all 3 of those buttons do the same thing.
events, history, extras, play, button.
Okay, now I got history.
What candy was originally meant to send to soldiers serving in the military?
Now this, I really don't know.
Junior mints, button, Mike and Ice, button, Skittles, button, M&M's, button, Skittles, button, Mike and Ice, button, selected, Mike and Ice.
I really don't know.
Correct answer, M&M's. What candy was originally meant to
Interesting.
send to soldiers? This will be your next, press 1A second chance. It was a powerful, this will be your next 1A second chance, close, button,
But because I haven't taught you how to challenge opponent, I'm gonna have to.
question, button, report, boring, fun, button, continue, button.
I'm going to have to play another game since I lost too quickly. So now you're gonna hear this ad again, so that I could close it because you have to close an ad before you can play your next game, which is also a pain, honestly.
Progress. -0. Progress. Progress. Close out. Button. 1. Go for IT. Button. 1. 500.
Okay, so then you gotta close all these extra things that you're gonna get. Just literally click close. Unless you're really feeling lucky and you want to spin for something, then go for it.
41. 12 hours left. Invite a friend. Minor Colston 40. Kilosils.
Okay, here we go.
Spin. Button. Spin. Stop. Spin. Play. But extra tip. Extra play. Button.
Geography.
Round 5 of watch.
Okay, sometimes you're gonna get this whole watch video thing if you need a boost. I advise you not to go for it. It's not worth it if you can totally watch an ad later and gain or use your credits or use power-ups. So just click close.
Close. Button. What city is in Thailand? X1.
Beats me.
X1. Hanoi. Button. Karachi. Button. Hanoi. Button. Selected. Hanoi.
See what I mean?
Incorrect. Correct answer. Bangkok. A city
I'm
is
beautiful
X1.
at this
3.
game.
30. 29.
Okay, now this one is longer.
Progress. 14%.
So,
Me, baby.
uh,
Oh, what me, baby.
34%.
this
38%.
ad
41%.
is gonna take longer. Okay, and you're gonna hear voiceover sound like it's freaking about to count up a tick bomb or something.
68%. 71%.
And then once it's done counting, it'll blow up once it hits 100%.
88%.
Seriously.
95%. 98%. 100%. Minus 0. Minus 0.
Once you hear the -0, it's kind of the same process as the other ad that we had from before. With the exception that this thing is being annoying. Okay, then close the ad.
What city is in Thailand? What state has the abbreviation CO? X1. California. Oregon. Colorado. Button. Vermont. Colorado.
Colorado.
Correct. Correct. Request. 24. Fun. Continue.
I'm still in the game.
Spin. Button.
Alive.
Spin.
That's beautiful. Just needed to be alive enough so that I can get a crown.
Geography.
And I got another geography question.
Where is Fargo?
Where's Fargo?
North Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, South Dakota, button.
It's not Fargo, Kansas.
Kansas, button. South Dakota, Kansas, Nebraska, North Dakota, button. Nebraska, button.
One of the
North Dakota,
Dakotas.
button. Selected. North Dakota.
Okay, yes.
24. Fun. Continue. Button. Kilosil.
Okay, yay. Challenge.
Challenge. Button.
So this one's a little harder to explain.
Challenge. Choose the character you want. If you lose, you'll lose a character.
So if I lose a character, and it wants to know which one do I want to lose.
Art. Which character? Entertainment. Which character? Art. Button.
Clearly, I only have art, so I'm pretty much risking this just for you guys. So I won't blame you guys, but I'm just saying. I am risking this for you guys. So,
Which character do you want to steal?
which character do you want to steal? It'll then ask you if you swipe right.
Entertainment. Play. Play.
I want to take his entertainment character because I suck at entertainment. And you click on play after doing that. Now, if you didn't complete these tasks successfully, these two things, it will give you an error message, just so you know. So don't panic. It just means you didn't select one of the things that you probably thought you did. That has happened to me
Play. Button.
as a beginner.
In what year did King Ferdinand win Spain back from Islamic rule? X1. 1492. 1534. 1206. 1776. 1534. Selected. 1534.
That's incorrect.
Incorrect.
Good job.
Answer 1492. What year did King Ferdinand
Okay.
win Spain back from
So
Islamic rule?
again, I would have gotten that right if I've had power-ups. So try to make sure that if you challenge someone, you have power-ups, because the questions can sometimes get indeed challenging. You get about 6 of these in total, and yeah. A lot of the times, if someone challenges you first and you accept the challenge, if you get the same amount of questions that your opponent gets correct, then you would get an extra question to try to break the tie. But basically, you just keep pushing continue until it tells you otherwise.
Check. Report. Fun. Continue. Button. What country is famous for its cherry blossoms? Germany. Japan. United States. England. Button. Japan. Button. Selected.
Japan, that I know for certain.
Report more. Fun. Continue. Button. Iran. What does the term space mean? Iran. What does the term space mean? The area behind the shape. Button. The location outside of the earth. Button. What is around you? Button. None of these. Button. What is around you? Button. Selected. What is around you?
Beautiful.
Incorrect. Correct answer. The area behind the shape. Iran.
I
Shape.
should have
Question.
thought about
Report.
that.
Fun. Continue. Button. Which of the following sports contains a club? A ball. X1. Which of the following sports contains a club? A ball, a tee, a flag, and a hole.
Yes, I love this sport.
Football. Button. Tennis. Golf. Soccer. Golf. Button. Selected. Golf. Capture. Correct. Boring. But fun. Continue. Button. What is the largest grossing Disney animated film of all times? X1. Finding Nemo. Jungle Book. Sleeping Beauty. Snow White. Button.
Is it Snow White?
Selected.
That's
Snow
what I
White.
thought.
Correct. Correct. Continue. Button. What is the goat's offspring called? A calf. Button. A calf. Button. A kid. Button. A foal. A kid. A calf. A calf. Button. What is the goat's offspring called? A calf. Button. Selected.
A cult. I'm so dumb.
Answer. A kid. What is the goat's
Oh, a
offspring
kid.
called?
I mean,
Boring. Button.
oh my gosh.
Button. Continue. Button.
Look at me.
What is the goat's
Okay, you hear that noise. You just click on OK. Because it's just letting you know that you gotta wait for your opponent.
Button. Continue. Button. B. U. N. Wait. Okay. Button. Okay.
Enjoy losing. Okay, and then I got the And so that's all. So if you want to learn how to play the other games, like I said before, just subscribe. And just, yeah. If you haven't. And like this video. Make sure to share with your friends. And thanks for watching.